How's everyone doing? This is not a fancy post. Very simple. I went through uh, about 40 years, 42 years worth of fiction here. So I went through the He-Man mini comics. Then I went on to, so basically all the stuff that I've shown you before in YouTube and TikTok posts, I reread again for the sake of going through this. Now I'm almost finished with this art book. But going through this, I don't have the DC or Marvel Star Comics stuff, so and I'm not reading the Revelation prequel or the Masterverse stuff, except I might get the the new He-Man crossover issue in May. I don't know if when I think it is in May. So I've been reading these mini comics, the Val Staples 2000X comics, the DC Comics, the crossover with Injustice. I have been reading all of those. It took me weeks, maybe months, maybe from the beginning of the year, or maybe just around Christmas time. I started reading this stuff. It's like, what a journey! What a good journey this has been. Um, and you saw my post earlier. Collie UK did that. He's a great YouTuber. COLLIE UK. Not Border Collies from the United Kingdom, but Collie UK is the handle. Watch his latest 3 hour post that he did, live stream that he made. Great stuff. You can see he used the original cartoon. I did a modern version. What I felt when I was reading all this was that there were a lot of evolutions of the character. Now, obviously, this all stemmed from trying to get the rights to Conan the Barbarian, and I think it was just before the first movie came out. So I don't know if it was capitalizing on the movie itself. I think they eventually Mattel wanted to capitalize on Conan, and they failed. And here we are with He-Man, and you know when you see a lot of these big YouTubers, whether they're sincere YouTubers, they're honest. The thing about what I do is I'm organic. I'm your organic YouTuber. I talk with you, I talk amongst you. Those of you who are fucking trolls and criticize me about April O'Neil or uh, whatever, superhero movies or not superhero movies. You know, I I figure out what's going on and I can figure out when someone's trolling me. So those people don't have to be there. But those people who have been supportive, who have been here the whole time, you know how I roll, you know how I do things. Still, that's a very strange He-Man there. I've enjoyed this long journey reading 42. I mean, like I remember when I was 10 years old, Superman turned 50. He-Man's 50th birthday is what? 2031? And there'll not be much of a difference, I think. I mean, I'm afraid that this will not get another season, but I'm hoping I'm wrong. I was looking at the King Hiss stuff, and there seems to be one short or a kid's YouTube video where a kid was playing with the new King Hiss that says on Amazon it's due November. I don't know what that's about. I don't know what that's really about. But I know this that Skeletor with wings, Skelegod or whatever it is, the ultimate Skeletor manifestation, cosmic power. That's there. Everybody else has reviewed it. If you'd like me to review it, I'll take a look at it as well because I think I like to get that figure. Battle Cat's not back in stock yet, and that Battle Cat was like going on like it was on discount price, like clearance, and I should have bought it, but all I bought was Man at Arms. So other than that, I'm thinking of doing a couple of things now. Superman Dynasty is still going to happen. I'm still doing Superman Dynasty. I'm still working on the third page for part 3 of Zodiac Monster. Um, that one takes inspiration from American Werewolf in London and Thriller, Michael Jackson. It takes inspiration from Spend a Week with Poison. That was a Mad TV skit. Varg Skeletor, Joel, heavy metal, just crazy heavy metal memes. It's horror, it's suspense. That's what I'm still doing. Uh, and I want to add a third fan fiction. Now, here's what I want to do as far as new He-Man content goes. I want to add a evolution of each character. So let's say, I don't know when I'm going to start this, maybe this weekend as early as, but I would want to see about, okay, the evolution of He-Man, right? So we would start from this version of He-Man, right, to this one, right? Skeletor, same thing. This one to the newer versions. I don't know where. Beastman, you can see Beastman here to this one, right? So all these concepts and ideas, like how did we go from Skeletor? We went from Demo Man to the current Skeletor you see in the newer cartoons. And it's all it is like a little encyclopedia, a little like I don't know if there's a wiki, but I guess Gray Skullpedia, I guess. The ultimate knowledge, the elder knowledge, I guess. So I'm just trying to do the evolution of each character and what is it, how do you know who he, just basically, it's more about, it's educational and informative. That's all it really is. So you just learn something from that. So it's not really that much work. I still have to write an outline on each one. The second He-Man thing I want to do is I want to create, so I'm not going to draw any pictures. There will be no art for this. I'm going to use stock footage. Assets are going to be from Google search. So I will do a Google search. You could do your own Google search if you like, but I'm going to use this. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. So the meat of this is going to be in the fiction itself, the writing, the prose. And what this will be, it's called Blood of Eternia. Now, Blood of Eternia is kind of like Game of Thrones. I think I have to pretend here. So it's going to take place during 1916 or maybe 1911, maybe 1916, because that's shortly before World War I or the Great War. The idea is if Joey Diaz and Christopher Nolan are your biggest critics and they would want to get into this, how would they get into He-Man? Well, they wouldn't be interested in this stuff. So the idea is to take the ideas from what they've done, like the Prestige. The Prestige took place in the 1800s or something like that, and it had, it was grounded in reality, but it was a period piece. So this is a period piece, and you're going to have people, places, and things, and it's going to overlap real life. We are going to deal with royalty. I don't know. I'm probably going to make these shorts. And it'll deal with royalty. It'll deal with Queen Elizabeth. It'll deal with a tea empire. Not like Boston Tea Party or nothing like that. But it'll deal with... basically, I would say that instead of London, you would have Eternia. Eternia is a great city. And you have Grayskull at the center of it. But it's a modern time, so you don't have warriors with the hover jets and all that shit flying around. It's a different thing. The idea for me is to get out of that conformity of what we're so used to. That's why I never like to be, even though I may be as old as some of these big YouTubers who review the toys, I'm not old man hates new things. That's why I get attached to some of this stuff. I don't like Revelation or Revolution or Resolution, whatever the three shows are called. I just want to see new projects. So this is basically, we're going to look at, I think the first one I'm working on is Prince Adam. And how is Prince Adam, if he could exist in the real world, how would he be? And that would closely resemble what you're seeing in the TV show, the action figures and stuff like that. This Blood of Eternia is for all those people who grew up, they have a shrink they see, they have kids they have to take care of, maybe they're baby daddies, maybe they got car insurance to pay, taxes to pay, they gotta do their 8-hour job, they're into cigarettes and drinking, and their life is cynical now. They moved on to sports, but they're depressed, they have a divorce, they've had marital problems, family problems. So this is for these guys. All right. So that's about it. And I'm going to do a couple more posts tonight and talk to you all soon. And I will say the power is ours, just like the theme song.